I travel around the diocese quite a bit, and people sometimes say to me, it must be very difficult today, there are so few vocations. And to be honest, I don't believe that God has stopped calling people. I do think God is calling people all the time, but I do also think that people find it more difficult in the busyness of our contemporary culture to hear the call of God. There are a lot of other voices out there, and we get distracted by lots of preoccupations. I think in our own time, the important thing is not so much to think about recruiting priests or recruiting sisters as if we were plucking apples off a tree. Because what happens really is that vocations mature like fruit. They don't suddenly appear. Jesus calls people, first of all, into a relationship with him. We see that in the gospel. He called the disciples to follow him. He didn't call them to be priests in the beginning. And all of those who followed Jesus down through history began, for the most part, to follow Jesus in the context of their own family and among their own friends. I've been a priest now for 40 years, and if you were to ask me, was it sometimes difficult, I would say yes, certainly it was difficult at times. Was it challenging? I would say yes, but who wants a life without challenge? The thing I suppose I would say is that in my life as a priest, I've had the opportunity not only to be called into a deeper relationship with Jesus, but also to be sent out into mission to support other people in living as disciples. And I think, that's part and parcel of the thing of vocation. We are first of all drawn into relationship with Jesus, like the waves coming in on the seashore, and then we are sent back out again. And if we don't come in, we can't go back out. The question is not whether Jesus is calling you or not. Jesus is certainly calling you. The question really is, what does he want you to be, and what does he want you to do? What you do will really flow from who you are as a disciple. And I think the challenge for us all is to trust Jesus, to recognize that when he calls us, he is not playing games with our hearts. He has a desire for all of us to become part of his mission. Look deep into your heart. Ask yourself in the first place, is Jesus drawing you to follow him? Do you believe in him? Do you trust him? And if you trust him, are you willing to respond with generosity to his call?